FF14 Sprout tips on how to tank. In this video, I'm gonna help you understand the core basics of how tanking works in FF14 and hopefully make you less scared of the role as a whole. First things first, be sure to activate your tank stance, aka one of these 4 icons, making you get the aggro of enemies on you at all times. In a dungeon, your objective is to round up as many enemies as possible. This is usually called a wall-to-wall pull, a pull that starts and only ends when the dungeon itself doesn't allow you to move any forward. These are incredibly scary pulls for someone that is starting out, so if you aren't feeling confident or your healer in your party can't handle such big groups, be sure to pull the amount that you can handle. Once the group of enemies are rounded up, you will start your rotation with mitigation, starting from the strongest mitigation and slowly making its way down to the weakest as the group of enemies becomes smaller and smaller. Be sure to use your AoE attacks, as that is the best way not only to grab enemies but also to keep them aggroed on you, as over time your aggro will decrease, so be sure to keep using it every time in mob pulls. Once the mob pull is dead, you will enter a boss. You will want to aggro the boss and point it to the opposite side of your party, turn its back to them. Not only do bosses most time than not do attacks that cleave in front of them, but a lot of melee DPS classes have positionals, aka attacks that will deal extra damage if attacked from the back or the sides, so having the boss back towards them is always beneficial. Tanking is a lot more complex than this, but this is the very core basics on how a dungeon usually goes for a tank. If you're starting out as a tank for the first time, be sure to let others know that you're a newer tank and that you aren't quite confident with big pulls yet. Once you get the hang of the class, it will just feel like you're playing just another DPS class with just a lot more HP.